Get in there, my son. Boom, 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 Chenka, lads and lasses. How's it going, everybody? It's the Flying Pig here on Flying Pig United with some more news for you guys. The latest transfer informazione for you to sink your teeth into. How's it going, peeps? Hope you're all having a great night tonight. Obviously, we are doing an England watch-along a little bit later on, but just wanted to jump on here with some United news. I couldn't sleep last night, guys. My body clock is just gashed up, even though I intended to get to sleep earlier. And it was really, really hot, wasn't it? It's still ridiculously hot. And just couldn't sleep. So I've not even been up that long, guys. But here we are, guys. Here we are with the latest transfer news for Manchester United. We'll get into all of it. So, yeah, just strap yourselves in, baby. Great to see you all. Hey, Osman Pasha, mate. There you go. How you been, mate? Great to see you in here, Osman. How you doing, mate? Rosh Mano's in here. Flying Pig United Fan 67. Ellie. Palmerius. 91 Vanced. Lamont J, MEFC fan, Vincent Bullock, Aidan McDonald, Tristan DeGoda. Guys, thank you very much, everyone, for joining us tonight. So we're going to get into it then. As you can see by the title of the video, we're focusing a little bit on Kieran Trippier tonight because there's news in regards to Trippier. We actually reported it yesterday, maybe ahead of most of the people, but either way, we still, who's counting? But we reported it yesterday briefly, but there's lots more information coming out today. Manchester Evening News reporting that Manchester United have revived our interest in Kieran Trippier. The facts are, I mean, look, he's had a good season, obviously, at Atletico Madrid. They've been successful in La Liga. We were linked to him in the January transfer window, and there was some talk that maybe he would be signing then. It didn't materialise because our board, I guess, are just an ultimate bunch of bottlers, or either that or Atletico didn't want to. Oh, no, sorry. That was it, wasn't it? We couldn't because we were linked to him. We were going to sign him. And then he got done for some sort of breaching gambling mess. That's right. It's all coming back to me now. But we were linked with him in January. We were interested in signing him then. I think Solskjaer just wants to add a bit of depth in that area. But not only depth, but somebody who's like ready and experienced. And if anything, can sort of add something to the team. Having Brandon Williams backing up Wan-Bissaka, it's okay as a backup. That's all it is. But it's not going to really challenge Wan-Bissaka or help develop Wan-Bissaka or give that competitive edge in the side, I don't think. You saw how Luke Shaw benefited from having Alex Telles coming in at left back, and maybe you could see the same happen for Wan-Bissaka if Trippier is to come in. Or maybe you could see Trippier used in a different scenario. Maybe he is better going forward. He's definitely better going forward, I'd say, than Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka is much better defensively. Kieran Trippier is a great set piece taker as well. Great for things like corners and free kicks. These are all things that are plus points in my opinion. So is it a player that I'm interested in? I mean, it is really. If the price is right, I think he's only got 1 year left on his contract, guys. So he's actually out of contract next year at Atletico Madrid. And he's also understood, this is another report that's come out today, guys. He's understood to have made arrangements to permanently move back to England this summer, so or soon. So this is what's being reported. His family still resides in Manchester, and Trippier, who hails from a United supporting family, would relish playing for his boyhood club. So, I mean, that is all good news, isn't it, guys? That's it. His family lives in Manchester. He's a United fan as a boy. He would relish the opportunity of playing for Manchester United. His contract is running down in a year. He's 30 years of age, guys, so it's not like you're getting some whippersnapper, but that's exactly what we need right now. Wan-Bissaka is a young player. Brandon Williams is a young player. We need somebody who's like, experience, ready to go right now. And Kieran Trippier will add that depth to us. He'll add something different in those positions, maybe a bit better delivery going forward, arguably. Although I think Wan-Bissaka's been better at that recently, but he's not his forte, let's be honest. Trippier going forward, and also set pieces and things like that. Very, very important to add that quality to the team. You look at the players that, say, City have in those areas, or a lot of the teams have in those areas, they've got good depth. I think if you look at Solskjaer's depth in general, it's very much lacking. Probably evident by the Europa League final and the Gash bench we had there. In fact, he didn't even want to go to his bench to do anything. Well, okay, maybe that's bad management, whatever. But the point is, if we had a stronger bench, if we had more quality and depth, there would be more options there for us. So it's no bad thing to be linked to a player like Kieran Trippier. It's look at, who knows, guys? He's got a year left on his contract. If you look at the facts of it, like I said, the family, the Manchester connection here. We were interested and linked with him in January, of course. And he's not a lot of money because he's only got a year left on his contract because of his age. He's not a lot of money. That's quite key for any Manchester United signing when you're dealing with that human potato-headed Woodward upstairs in charge and that melt job Batty Judge and obviously our owners. You know, price is king really for them. If they can get a bargain, that's exactly what they're looking to do. But actually, it's a good signing. It's not just a bargain signing. It would be a good signing, guys. Like Kieran Trippier at right back, no dramas. Good signing. Add that depth, add that experience, add that quality. He's just won La Liga, you know. Give him some props. Hey, everyone, do us a favor at the start of this video. Hit that like button on the stream. Give it a smash a thumbs up on it. That will really help us out if you forgot to. Hit that like. Also, give it a share on social media if you can. That would be sick. Let me give you a shout out to Mark O and Finley Halpin. I'm good, mate. How are you? Eddie O2 says, I'm not convinced by the Trippier one. There's way more problem positions. Oh, absolutely. I agree with you. Yes. I mean, we've got Tellez and Shaw over on the left back position. We've got Brandon Williams and Aaron Wan-Bissaka on the right back. And what about Diogo Dalot? Don't even know about what is necessarily in store for Diogo Dalot's future at Manchester. Yeah, we'll find that out, I guess, after the Euros and stuff. I don't know. But yeah, you're right. It's not really the problem area for us, Eddie. I completely agree with you. I would much rather see us go and sign a centre-back first or bring Sancho in first. But if we're adding a few players this window, if our intention is out there, which I probably, I don't think it is with our owners and everybody's in charge, but our intention to go and get, say, Varane and go with a centre-back, go and get a CDM like Rice or somebody, go and get a right winger like Jadon Sancho, then I would be happy to see the addition of Kieran Trippier. But if you're talking about signing Kieran Trippier instead of one of those other positions, then no, I totally agree. It's not the key area that we need to be focusing on. It would be an absolute nightmare, in fact, to sign Kieran Trippier coming into the window and not have addressed one of the other major areas that we discussed. Yeah, that's right, OHB. You know this. How you doing? Samuel Ingram, good to see you too as well. Why don't Manchester United just sell Brandon Williams to Southampton and also give Southampton Scott McTominay? Hey, look, man. Sam Ingram, I must say, I do think that maybe Brandon Williams will be loaned out this year. He is young. He's only 20. Whether or not Solskjaer and the coaching staff have hold him in high regards enough to maybe want to just like develop him at the club and keep him around and be second fiddle and play him here sporadically, I'd say based on this last season, probably not. Because he barely did play the season before he did, to be fair, but he barely did play this year. And the previous one was sort of out of necessity. But you know what? I've seen some good stuff from Brandon Williams. I rate him, and he's still ridiculously young, and I like his attitude. Like, that's half of it for me. So I'd much rather see United keep ownership of him. But actually, I don't think it would hurt him to go out on loan next season. If I was Brandon, I'd be looking at trying to get week in, week out action in football to get that experience to build on and get better. Whereas he's not really going to do that at United, even though, okay, he's being coached by great coaches, being surrounded by great players and all that element of training and the elite club mentality. But if you're not getting the game time out there in the elite games, then you're not really going to get that elite level experience. And when I say elite level, I just mean top flight football. Like Brandon's barely played any games. So he needs to get some experience. I wouldn't be opposed to him going out on loan and developing himself while we had Trippier for a season or two, who's getting older. He's almost 31, I think. You know, he's 30 years of age right now. He is obviously experienced. He had a great World Cup. He's you know, for England previously. He's a bit of England experience. He's got La Liga, you know. Hey, look, he's a good level player, man. So there's no bad thing about adding him to that. But Brandon, I probably would load him out, yeah. Down here, my friends. Yes, I'm good, Nick Lawler. How are you doing as well? Thank you, man like Ryan. There is a bit more news on Sancho. I'll give you that shortly, but I'm just going to cover the rest of the Trippier stuff very quickly. But absolutely, there is. I'll get into that shortly. It's nothing amazing, though. It's not like, oh, Jadon Sancho's on his way. So let's take a look at this then. So Trippier, it's a good link. He was one of Southgate's provisional players, wasn't he? Because he's not been selected in the squad this year, which is a little bit strange. I mean, if you look at his stats this season, I don't know. I haven't watched all of his games over in Atletico. I don't know. I don't think I've even seen any, to be fair, this season. So I couldn't really give you my fair assessment of it. I'm not going to pretend like I'm some pretty big bollocks who stays up all night watching all the different European leagues. I haven't seen this guy play for Atletico much, man. But what I'm saying is, I've seen him previously. I've seen him for England. I saw him for Spurs. He's a good player. And also, he gives you that set-piece element. 28 games in La Liga this season. 6 assists. Not too shabby, my friend. Could be better. Not too shabby, my friend. Played 7 times in the Champions League. No contributions there. But hey, whatever. They still had a good season. So Kieran Trippier, good player, good experience, good age. Get your thoughts and opinions in. I'm going to ask you in the live chat now. Do you want Kieran Trippier? Trippier in or Trippier no? Who would you like to see come in, peeps? Hi there, Nigel Hunt. I hope you are doing well tonight. Anyway, mate, thank you very, very much for getting in. Piggy needs to go on loan, needs games in a first. He's just not cutting it. Bacon Spaghetti FC. Rushmano says in. Man Like Ryan says in. ADV says in. Yeah, he's decent, Pig. In, says Nick Lawler. The Vutinator says in. Eddie Otu says Trippier, nah. Do want Trippier. Abdullah Irwan says in. Trippier, nah, says Michael Woody Wallbridge. No, says well, hello there. In, says Fakrullah Tajuddin. Becky Hope says never heard of him. Can't comment. What? I guess you don't watch the World Cup or England. Fair play though, Becky. You what? Tim Sherritt says no. The Cake there says I'm not really asked about Trippier. Well, okay. It's not like it's not an exciting signing, is it, guys? I'll say that much. It's not a signing that's going to whet the appetite for. You thought I was going to say something else there, didn't you? No, whet the appetite. It's not something that's going to whet the appetite. It's something that it's a utility signing in the terms of he can come in and do a job when you need him. It's also good for depth. It's good for challenging Wan-Bissaka. It is a good signing, guys. It would be a good signing, but it's not a sexy signing. This one. It's not a sexy signing. It doesn't do anything for appeasing the fans from the Glazers' point of view. So yeah, pretty gash. Okay, so yeah, but like I said, Kieran Trippier is understood to have made arrangements to permanently return to England. His family resides in Manchester. That is a big key point. Solskjaer's understood to want to add a little bit more going forward in that position as well. That's what's being reported. A few big media outlets and big people in the media reporting that Trippier is definitely a target. Rory Whitwell says Kieran Trippier, a very live target for Manchester United. Work has been initiated to see if, after coming close in the winter window, United can complete the right back's return to Manchester this summer. So definitely there's something behind this, guys. United are looking at Trippier. It makes sense in a lot of ways. Year contract. He's got that link with Manchester. He has just come off the back of a good season. He's 30. He's experienced. We're adding that good blend of youthful exuberance and experience and a cool head. And you need a good blend to have a good squad, I think. So I think it's smart from Solskjaer. We've added some cool heads recently, some experienced heads. Cavani, the likes of Bruno. Well, Kieran Trippier fits into that mold. He's not not in terms of quality, but he's not going to hurt in terms of the experience. He's going to help. Right then, okay, guys. So Kieran Trippier, a lot of you in the live chat think that yes, you'd like to see Kieran Trippier come in. Me personally, I agree with you guys. I think it's a good sign-in, but it doesn't take away from the fact that we need to go out there and sign some other players in other areas. The centre back has to come in soon. Jadon Sancho has to come this window. So if they don't, then it's just a complete waste of bloody time signing any player like Trippier. Don't let it be another Donny van de Beek where we just end up buying a player who's cheap enough or whatever, and he's a good deal, but ultimately he's not going to play that many games. Like, it would be a waste. We need to make sure the other positions in the team that are problem areas are addressed first, or also at least. Okay then, so yeah, Kieran Trippier. I'll just get into the comments, see what your final thoughts are on Trippier here, dudes. The Cake Cadet with a £2 super chat. Thank you very much. He says, rather Max Aarons, Pig. Hey, great shout. I mean, that is another link that that's being bandied around for Manchester United. And what I like about Max Aarons is he's super obtainable. We could easily sign him. Not at a top club. He's young. I think he's 23. He's still getting better. He's quite, he looks a good player. And good backup. But again, the only thing is with him is it's like he's a similar sort of age to Wan-Bissaka. He's not as good as Wan-Bissaka. I don't know why he'd be coming here he'd have to be a full-on backup, and it would mean that Brandon Williams is off ski. See you later, and Dalot is off ski. It would mean that those guys are. So I don't know. I mean, I think based on the fact that Trippier has the experience and the fact that he's got only a year left on his contract and might want to return to England, factor all that in. I think United will more likely go for Trippier now. But hey, look, Max Aarons is still there. I Would I prefer Aaron's? He's younger. You're getting a lot more mileage out of Aaron's. Guys, let's have a vote in the live chat. It's a good question you brought up there, the kicker there, because he is another legitimate link of right back. There's only really those two players that are being linked to Manchester United for that position. It's not really a problem position for us, like we've talked about. But they are being linked with us nonetheless. So who would you rather sign? It's a good question. 23-year-old Max Aarons, who looks impressive and can get better, or more experienced Kieran Trippier on the back of a La Liga win. He's got that experience, and the set pieces and all that sort of stuff. Who would you vote for out of the two of them, guys? How old is Trippier? He's 30, Ollie Reynolds. He's 30, but that's not too old. He's still got a couple of seasons at the top left, hasn't he? Ultimately, that's good, because if we've got Wan-Bissaka at the club, he's only 21, he's 22 now, I think. So by the time Trippier is ready to hang up his boots, Wan-Bissaka's going to be, maximum 25, in which he'll be in that prime of his career. Should just be the best right back in the world. But until then, he's going to have good competition, and we're going to have good coverage in terms of depth. You need a lot of good odd players to be able to cover all these different tournaments and stuff. So I think it'd be a good sign anyway. How old is Trippier? 30 years of age, yes. Aarons is too expensive for United. How much do you think he would cost then, Max Aarons? I mean, I can't see that. Maybe if they'd have stayed down there in the Championship, maybe, you'd be looking at 30 million. I don't know. But I guess when you look at Trippier's price tag, what you're getting for the money, because of the contract, because of the age, getting good value for money. That's the thing. He's almost 31, says Marco. Exactly. Trippier just wants solid pay for warming the pine, says Tim Shara. Oh, well, there you go. Maybe another Phil Jones, mate. Oh, no. We're getting the right-back equivalent of Phil Jones. That'd be awful. 91 Vance says Trippier, love hearts. Yes. KNG Mitchell says, why would we want Aarons when we have Wan? It makes no sense to me, whereas Trippier's experience, Prem proven, and just La Liga. The confidence is high. I tend to agree with you, KNG Mitchell. Yeah, Aarons is too close to Wan-Bissaka in terms of age, but he's not as good as Wan-Bissaka. So all he's ever going to be is a backup. We do need backups, but we might as well just give that to Brandon Williams at the moment then. It's like, I think Brandon's maybe got as much or more potential than Max Aarons. He's younger. He's a good couple of years younger. So I think... So you talk about potential there. We've already got that sort of player there. What about Diogo Dalot? He's another sort of player. They're all too similar to Max Aarons, aren't they? In terms of age and squad role. Whereas, like you say, Trippier provides that experience. He provides those set pieces. Provides the experience of just having won something. That is a good thing to have, that winner's mentality. I think once you get a couple of winners in the team, that can be the difference. Yes, Thomas Clark says, don't forget Laird and Brandon. Trippier makes sense. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Ethan Laird as well. We got some good young players coming up through there. Who knows what's going to happen with these guys, whether they're going to get loaned out, sold on, I don't know. But I think they're good ones for the future, absolutely. But Trippier, with that experience, he can also, like you say, impart some of this wisdom onto these younger guys. We've got Cavani coming in, and he's helping mentor, I guess, people like Greenwood and Rashford and these sorts of guys. Of course he is. And then you look at what Trippier could do for some of the youngers as well. I'm sure, he's got good experience. Guys got to a World Cup semi-final. In fact, Trippier scored the goal for England in the World Cup semi-final against Croatia, which we ultimately bottled. But he scored a banging free kick in that game, you remember? I remember going absolutely mental when Trippier banged that free kick. In fact, I can't believe we lost that game. What a bunch of melts. But Trippier, man, good player, good player. Brandon Williams is awful, says Finney Halpin. That's harsh, dude. That's harsh. He's 20, he's young, and you know what? 50% of the time he's looked really good. Other 50% of the time, okay, he's been found wanting. I don't think he's good enough or at the moment ready enough to be able to do the job for us when needed in the Premier League. But, he's a young lad at the end of the day. You can still see he's physically improving. And he's growing still. He's actually a young lad. So we'll give him a bit of time. I think he's a good player. I've seen some good games from him. In fact, I've seen some boss games from him. Just a handful. But he's not played that many games for United. But sometimes he's looked really, really good. So I don't know about that, Finley. I mean, sometimes he's not been good. But other games he's looked good. He's young and he's not had a really great run in the team. Rush Mano, thank you very much for the £5 super chat, legend. He says, Trippier is perfect competition for Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Getting Aaron's, the age factor doesn't fit. Squad player for right back. Look at Teller's familiar role. Yeah, I mean, if you'd have asked me a little while ago, I might have preferred Aaron's, but I don't know, I've just come around to the Trippier vibes. Because, like you say, the experience, it's just, too many players that are similar, like you say, similar role. We need a squad player for right back. Look at Telles. That's right, exactly. So Telles, Luke Shaw over on that side, and then we need Trippier and Wan-Bissaka on that side. That is a nice bit of depth there, guys. That's good. And then you've still got your young'uns who can come in there and deputise or play in some of the lesser games in cups and things like that. So I agree with you, Rushman. I think great competition for Wan-Bissaka. Brandon isn't as bad as people say. No, he's definitely not. Well, hello there. I've seen some good games for him. He's young. He's 20-year-old kid. In fact, probably the last time we saw him play properly was a 19-year-old kid. I don't know about that, actually. How many games has he played this season? Not many. Yes, Nick Lord, a good player. He's got the experience, so that's a bonus. Thomas Clark says, Brandon is a good prospect. Wait until the team is stronger. He will get better. Absolutely agree. Exactly. Wait until he gets a little bit more experience, a little bit more age on his side. Hey, guys, we've nearly got 100 of you legends in here and only 49 likes on the stream. You what? Bacon Brigade, assemble! Do us a massive favor. Hit that thumbs up. Let's get that ratio up there. Smash 100 likes on the stream. Also, please do give it a share on social media if you want. Help us compete with some of the other United channels, etc. If you like this channel, want to support this channel, that's one of the best ways you can do it, by smashing the like and also sharing them around. Okay, then. Time for the latest news on Jadon Sancho, then, guys. So you all want to talk about, you want the latest on Jadon, do you? Yeah, you want the latest on Jadon. Here we go. Jadon Sancho. This is from Fabrizio Romano today, coming out and said that this is just the latest update, guys. We covered it yesterday that, you know, Konstantin Ekner had come out and said that there was a deal in principle, but obviously the two sides still need to agree to fee. That still seems to be the case, but Fabrizio Romano has just come out and said that, maybe teased at the fact that United might be trying to get the business done before the European Championships. Obviously, that is the desire of Dortmund, is to get him wrapped up well before the European Championships, so they've got time to get placement in, I guess. That's what they've said. But Fabrizio Romano has come out and said that in the next days we will have some updates. Some, I would say, important updates to understand the situation. So yeah, I mean, it's an important. I mean, who knows if it's going to help understand the situation that we're going to sign him sooner rather than later. I've got a feeling the more this goes on, I've just got a horrible feeling that it's going to drag out right to the end of the window. I think we're going to sign Jadon Sancho this summer, guys. I do. I think this is going to drag out because United like to play hardball to get a low transfer fee paid, don't we? And there's all this move. The next days we'll have some updates to understand the situation better. Okay, thanks for that one, Fabrice. That's a great update. No, we will though, because we will understand if Manchester United are actually going to negotiate with them. We actually started negotiations with Dortmund early on in the window last year. The Euros are on this year. Maybe it's a little bit different. Maybe we'll be waiting until after the Euros to get our business. Just never know. Maybe we're a bit worried about Sancho getting a leg break at the European Championships. Who bloody knows? These things can happen, my friends. Could you imagine that? Imagine if we signed Sancho right now for £80 million. He just does his anterior cruciate ligament playing against Scotland, and you know, I mean, that would be terrible, wouldn't it? So sometimes there is some argument to say that you should wait until after the European Championships to get players in. You should sign them immediately after to try and get them in for the preseason, etc., rather than before the tournament. There's also another argument to say you should sign them before the tournament in case they have an absolutely awesome breakout tournament, not breakout, but very impressive tournament, and then a host of interested in them. That's also another possibility. So it's a tough one to balance. Do we go and get him before the window? Do the board try and eke it out, bide our time, make sure he's going to be okay, and also try and save a bit of money by just waiting out and playing the waiting game? No, in our board, in our club, I'd say that's the more happen here, peeps. Yeah, I'd say United are going to eke it out until the end of the window, save the money. But I know that's not what Dortmund want, but this is, again, mind games. This is them playing the hardball that they did last year. Last year, they set a deadline. They said they wouldn't sell after that deadline. They would have sold after that deadline if United had reached their price. They've got their price again this year. They've set another deadline, it seems like. Are United going to go and get the player? It remains to be seen, guys. 60% in my mind, but who knows? Get your thoughts and opinions in, guys. Is Jadon Sancho signing before or after the European Championships. Have your say in below. What do you think? Do you think United and our owners and board have the bottle and cojones to actually get this guy wrapped up before the Euros? Or are we just going to dilly-dally, finny-fanny around like a big bunch of namby-pampies, hoity-toity milk jobs and not do anything until the last moments of the window? I think that's likely. Personally, I think the second option is the most likely, guys. I think Jadon Sancho, if he's coming to United, it'll be at the end of the window. It'll be after the Euros anyway. That's what I think. Hey, but I hope I'm wrong, because if our board had any actual intelligence about them, they would try and give Solskjaer as much time with these players as possible and for them to get used to their new surroundings, etc. Sancho to United, here we go. He says, I hope Sancho comes. I can tell by your name. Great name. I really hope Sancho comes too, guys. I really, really do. Yes, I'm watching the England game, Flying Pig United Fan 67. Oh, hell yeah. We'll be back on here, just before kickoff to watch the England game tonight, guys. So make sure you do tune in for that. But we still got a bunch more news to get into. I just want to hear your thoughts. Hey there, the Primotonator. What's going on, Primot? Man like Ryan, Jonathan Denton fell asleep in fell asleep in the sun today. I'm a true red. Oh, no. Lovely weather having at the moment, isn't it, guys, to be fair? Insane. Butters says, yes, fiddy fanny dilly dally around until it's too late. After, says Nick Lawler. Not at all, says Michael Woody Wallbridge. ADV thinks that Sancho in after. We are too lazy to get it done sooner. Before, says man like Ryan. Well, look, it's a bit of a mixed bag here. I really hope the people who say before are right, but I doubt it. Yes, exactly. Eddie Otis says, why spam when you can enjoy the stream? Spam is gash, guys. We prefer a little bit of ham around here. Piggy, you watching the England game? Oh, hell yeah. No trust in the United board anymore. You said it. You said it and you summed it up perfectly. They're a bunch of absolute bloody sun-dried raisins when it comes to having cojones in the transfer. No. They've got shrivelly little raisins, guys. Honestly, they don't have the cojones to do it, unfortunately. We've seen it time and time again. Last summer was a fine example. They just did some really low tactics, in my opinion, which is stitching the manager up by not letting them have the preseason with these players and bedding them in, by signing them last day of the window, for as cheap as possible, which in one way is good if you're a financial man, which they are, but it's not good if you're a football man. You want to get these players in. So we actually had a disgrace of a preseason last season. That's a lot because of the players not being brought in quick enough. So yeah, I think that's a massive point you make there. Aidan McDonald, yes, there will be a FIFA stream tonight as well. Oh yeah, we're getting our grind on today, guys. I don't see nothing wrong with a little bump and grind. Yeah, that's why you're in prison. Anyway, the cake cadet with a £2 super chat. He says, don't need Sancho. We've got Dan James. Oh my goodness. I love the I know you're just joking around. Yeah. I mean, look, Dan James actually a good young player. He's a decent squad player. He's good for a backup option. He's good coming on late on in games. But he's not a top quality player. He's not somebody who should be playing in the top games as far as I'm concerned. 62 likes, says Rushmano. Guys, we've got exactly 50%. There's 124 of you watching and 62 likes. We've got exactly 50% likes on the video. That seems a little bit gash to me. Hit the like button if you're just joining us. If you haven't smashed that thumbs up, do us a favor and hit that like. It's free. Leave your thumbs up. Get your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. I'd love to hear from you guys. Thank you, Nick Lawler. Says, Piggy's on fire. Your defense is terrified. Okay, then. So, a lot of you think that Sancho's coming after the Euros. Me, personally, I'm leaning towards that now because I just know how our board operate and the way they penny pinch and they try and save money. So, it wouldn't surprise me. I was expecting us to sign Alex Tellers way sooner than we did last summer, and anybody else really. Okay, they got the Donny deal done soon, but we all know that was just because they had a hand across the ocean there in Edwin van der Sar doing the deal. You just know that's the only reason that happened. Man, oh man, I really hope when Woodward leaves that we get Edwin van der Sar in as a director of football. That's exactly what we need. That could be the best signing we could make, guys. Forget any of these players we're talking about. Like, okay, if the Glazers are going to own us, why not just give Edwin a big pot of money and let him distribute and run the club to actually benefit the football team? Then I'm sure we'd probably have a very good infrastructure almost overnight, whereas right now, the shambles. So Jadon Sancho, the next few days, we'll have some updates in regards to him. That's all there really is on that. There's a couple of new centre-back links for Manchester United. You may have seen some of the articles on the website, flyingpigunited.com. soon to be changing its name, actually, but we'll let you know all about that soon. Just the website at the moment. But yes, we'll let you know all about that soon. But the website is flyingpigunited.com. There's daily updates on there. Edmund Tapsoba is another player that's been linked with United. I've actually got him in my FIFA Ultimate team, and he's a boss. A Leverkusen player. Now, I haven't seen too much of him, but he does highly rated. And it's a young player that we could be looking at getting in, and somebody that would definitely help what we're trying to achieve this season. Comes highly touted. There's other options ahead of him also that I would like to see come in, though. I really think Pau Torres looked very good against us. Very fun. A great option. I do think Jules Koundé is a fantastic player as well. But the main man for me, it's still Raphael Varane. But Edmund Tapsoba, new link to Manchester United, and also Kalidou Koulibaly. It's understood maybe around about £50 million. They would accept a price cut to sell an aging Koulibaly at this stage for around about £50 million. Not sure if that's the right signing for us right now. But hey, look, if it was an option, if the other ones aren't available, then it's definitely better than what we've got right now, I think. I think he's a quality player. He's got that experience, which is something you need right now, like we've discussed earlier on in the video. Experience is very, very key. But me personally, Varane's the one. He's the one who's actually properly like elite level experience on everything. He's in his prime, 28, getting better. So for me, it's still Varane, guys. But just a couple more centre-back links are being made for Manchester United at this moment in time. Lots of links. There's Tapsoba, there's Koundé, there's Pau Torres. You know, the list goes on. Who would you like to see out of all of those guys signed? I think when I asked yesterday, it was Varane, but you just never know. Now we've got a couple more people in there. To me, it would be Varane or Jules Koundé, I think. Actually, no, Varane or Pau Torres, I think. I think Pau Torres, because he's got that height, and I don't know, I know Jules Koundé's not that short. He's 5'10", and you can have good short centre-backs. Don't get offended, all the Danny DeVito wannabes out there. Okay, I'm not calling you a short ass. I'm not questioning your manhood. I'm just saying, for centre-back, I like having a taller, more physical, stronger, bigger player. That's just my opinion, man. Now, you may give up a little bit of skill. You may give up a little bit of finesse or a little bit of just a general overall football ability, which I think is true. Because if you look at Jules Koundé, he's great dribbler, he's great on the ball, great passing, very skilled for a centre-back. That's definitely the case. Even so, I don't know if you saw that goal he scored this season, shared all over the world, because it was a great fucking goal. Just ran it in, basically. I can't. But yeah, it was a fantastic game for Sevilla, and he just absolutely rinsed the whole team. And he's a centre back, so yeah, you know, he's obviously a skilled player. Get your thoughts in, guys. Let me just have a look in the live chat here. 2 centre backs says Primol. That would be awesome. Yes. Neil Ord. Any more mods? Pig. What do you mean, Neil Ord? We appointed a new mod actually the other day, Mr. Sports Fur. We will be adding more mods soon, though. Yeah. As and when we grow, peeps. As and when we grow. You can help by subscribing to the channel, in fact. So if you're new here, do you know what? Sorry, I missed a few new subscribers. Musa Ibrahim. Thank you, Musa Ibrahim. Thank you, Marilyn K. Marilyn, thank you for subscribing. Thank you, Juna Arapa Vla as well. Andrew as well. Thank you, Andrew. Thank you, Ben Bailey, Freezeline, Theodora Nawaza. Guys, thank you very much for subscribing to the channel anyway. If you're new, hit that subscribe button and also hit the like. Get your thoughts in about your centre-back choice. 2 centre-backs, says Promo, though. Varane has to be, says Bob. Yo, Travis, how you doing, you absolute legend? What's going on, man? What's going on? Hope you're doing good. Thank you very much for getting in here. Absolute legend is Travis, mate. My thumbnail dude. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Andrew Cos says, yes, centre-backs. Look back at the great centre-back pairings we had in our history, and the way they were such a big part of the team. Yeah. This is the thing. Exactly. Duos of destruction. Duos of penetration, my friends. Brucey and Pallister. Rio and Ferdinand, that would have been awesome. Could you imagine Rio and Ferdinand in the same lineup? That would have been sick. Almost as good as Nemanja and Vidic. But anyway, no. Look, Nemanja and Rio in the same lineup. Yeah, exactly. It's all about that proper world-class centre-back pairing. I agree with you, man. Yeah, you can get away with having one great centre-back and somebody next, you know, and you have a great spine down the pitch. You don't need 11 world-class players. You just need to have the right mentalities, the right experience, the right players in key positions. So you don't need a whole 11 starting 11 of world-class players, but it definitely helps the more you have in there, right? And I certainly think if you look at the Rio and Vidic argument, they were definitely world-class. I mean, Brucey and Pallister, you could argue that they were not actually world-class. So, yeah, because they didn't even get any England team, guys. You know what I mean, really? So you could actually argue that they were not world-class at the time, but they were still a world-class partnership for us. And that's the difference. Like, it's not just necessarily, you don't necessarily need to buy the biggest name, biggest reputation player. You just need somebody who's got that mentality, who's committed, who's consistent. So, you know, yeah, I think that's what we could do if we just Maguire may be the answer, guys. If you actually look at when Maguire's out of United's team, the difference is pretty glaring. We're a much better outfit having him in the team. So you can't really argue with that, peeps. Like, Maguire does make us better, but if we, in an ideal world, we'd have 2 better centre backs than him, because he is good, but is he great? Don't think he's getting in anybody's world 11s, guys. I'm just going to put it out there. I mean, I would imagine there's not one football pundit out there, given choosing his world 11 right now, would dare have the gall to put Slabby Maguire in there. But we should have somebody that's in that argument as well. Man United could receive 45 million if Lukaku leaves Inter Milan. Yes, we stand to make a bit of cash there if that happens, doesn't it? Amir Shah, Mr. Pig, why United keep Daniel James? He's not a good player, probably like a road runner. Beep, 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 beep. He is a bit like Amir Shah, a bit like that Amir Shah. Well, you know why? Because Solskjaer's a wily coyote, mate. No, you know what I think it is? He's young, man. He's still only, 22? Like you say, he is a road runner. He's a pace merchant. He's going to give you that ability to hurt teams just with his raw pace. We saw it this season a bunch of times. He's not been totally useless, but he's been, he has been close to it. But the thing is with him, he's young, he can develop, he can do a job. He's a backup. That's all he should be. Now, if Solskjaer was selecting him week in, week out at right mid or left mid or something, I would definitely say, what the hell is he doing? But he's not really. He's just using him as a backup at the moment. And that's all he really should be. Maybe he'll move to Leeds this summer, though. Who knows? I don't really know. But I do think, I do think we should stick by him at the moment, because he's still young and he's still developing. He's not really proven to me to be a great player, though. I don't think he's got that intelligence as a footballer that you need, like in terms of vision and just like awareness. I think he's great. He's good on the ball. I think he's good, like, obviously taking the ball forward, dribbling and things like that. But when it comes to just having that vision or that kind of technique to be able to unlock a defense or get that ball delivered in or get that shot off, don't know. I'm not so convinced about the guy. He has still popped up with a couple of goals this season, though, but I'm just not convinced about him. But that can maybe be coached into a player. You look at Raheem Sterling when he was younger, he was a headless chicken, and he definitely had more of an elite. Well, he had Pep Guardiola obviously made him flourish. That's the thing. Pep made him flourish. And look at the development. So I don't see why the same couldn't happen for James to a lesser degree. I don't think he'll ever be as good as Raheem Sterling. Raheem Sterling's a good player, to be fair. And James, I'm not so sure. He's a backup player, I like him. Just don't think he's ever going to do absolute bits there. 74 likes on the stream, guys. Let's get to 100 likes. Smash the thumbs up. Cheers, Rashmano. Good stuff, Mark. Oh, says Twanzebe plus Aaron Wan-Bissaka is a great pair. True, mate. True. I mean, you're not talking about centre-back, though, are you? For the centre-back positions. But if you're just talking about Twanzebe and Aaron Wan-Bissaka next to them, yeah. Wan-Bissaka is a great right-back, great defensively. Twanzebe has looked really good recently. I was a little bit disappointed, actually, that he didn't feature in the Champions League final. But, hey, look, he went with Bailly. Lindelof, who let us down in the end. But Twanzebe should get a run in the side. Yeah, but we should still sign somebody else. We might actually have the ready-made article already there in Twanzebe. If he's given a run in the team, we can see if he can partner Maguire if he's given on serious run. The problem that Solskjaer had is whenever he had a little bit of momentum this season, he just took him out of the team. Maybe he had one dodgy game against Leipzig or whatever, but overall he's pretty solid, and Solskjaer didn't really reward him with a proper run side. So it's a fair point you make there. What do I think will be England's first 11 for the Euros, says Man Animal Mikey. Wow. Well, my first 11, I guess, this would be my first 11 anyway. Actually, you asked what would I think it would be. Well, it's not my first 11 then. What do I think Southgate would do? If you look at the players he's got and the players he selected, the 10 defenders we've got, and then not that many midfielders. He's probably going to play three at the back or 5 at the back, and he's probably going to play something like I mean, Luke Shaw, maybe left-sided, maybe left wing back, or he could even play Luke Shaw left centre back along with Maguire and also Stones, and a 3 at the back system, because we know Luke Shaw's good at left centre back, but maybe not Connor Cody or somebody, and then you could see Luke Shaw left back, Walker right back maybe starting, but then you got Arnold who. It's just going to be shit, mate, basically, is what I'm saying. It's going to be shit. It's going to be 3 at the back, isn't it? I think so, based on... You never know. I mean, he should go 4-2-3-1 in my opinion, but I think he's going to play 3 at the back. Bob says, in Wales, I heard people talking about Daniel James as the next Gareth Bale. I know, yeah. Deluded, mate. That is deluded. Kayam, how you doing? He says, Varane and Axel as centre-back, Maguire and Mel. Good shout. Hey, who knows? Maybe he could dislodge Maguire. The thing is with Maguire is you look at his career and he didn't really progress or get to those levels of us being talked about as an 80 million pound player. So he's got to 26, 27 years of age. So who's to say Twanzebe, even though he's like 22, 23, or is he 24? No, he's 23, I think. How old is Twanzebe? He's not as young as you think he is. 23, 24 maybe. Anyway, he's still got time to develop and get better. That's the key. Kenzo Okami says if Sancho signs, James won't make the bench since we will need to develop Ahmed. Very good point. Very good point. Don't know if Tony Martial will be, leaving either. That's a very, very good point. You're excited for the England game also? Or yes, oh, crikey. Oh, crikey. I better get off, actually, guys. I better get off pretty soon because I've got to get that set up. I forgot. I've got to do all the keywords and everything. But yes, do what Rushmano says and subscribe to the channel. OJW, how's it going, man? He says, no City, United or Chelsea players are starting. Wow, okay, yeah, let me just have a look, actually, OGB. Thank you very much. That's gashed, isn't it? Are you serious? Is he not? I thought he said he was going to play Lings. We said he was going to play Jesse Lings at the... Maybe let's have a look at the lineup, then. Where is the lineup? Okay. Oh, here we go. Wait. Oh, it's not showing up on the BBC. Anyway, yeah. Okay, but he did say he was going to play Lingard in this game. By the way, what's that all about? Gareth Southgate, you absolute melt. You're not even taking him to the Euros. So what is this all about? Why are you playing Lingard in this game? Here's what you could have won. And won. What the fuck's that all about? I don't get that. He's playing him to prove him wrong. He said, let's play Jesse to see if he can prove me wrong. What? Why are you wasting your time with somebody you're not going to take to the Euros, dude? We've got stuff to work on. We've got stuff to develop. We've got players to build confidence on. You know, what are you doing? Why would you even be playing Jesse Lingard? I don't know if Jesse Lingard's starting tonight. That's what he said. But I'm just trying to find the lineup now, peeps. Can't find it. Anyway. Right, guys. Yes, so unfortunately, I better wrap this video up here. It's just a short one because we are doing the England game soon. I've got to get it set up and everything. Do us a massive favour. Smash that like button. Lings is West Ham, says OJW. No, he's not. His parent club is Manchester United, dude. Marco says Lings is West Ham, bro. Well, I mean, technically, I suppose the only reason he's in the England setup is because of his performances for West Ham this season. He definitely wouldn't be playing in this game if it wasn't for that. So it's a fair point. Eddie O2 says, guys, keep supporting Pigo. Have a good evening and take care. Cheers for the update, Pigo. Hope it is for a player signing that we need next time, mate. Thank you so much, Eddie. I hope so too. Social99, thank you so much for getting in. Primot says Southgate didn't revise his squad sheet in time for this friendly. That's why Jesse's in. Yeah, we've got Benson and Hedges playing, but he centre back and right back as well. OHB's written it down on the back of a fag packet. OHB says, Piggy, I generally would love it if Conor McGregor managed United. He'd spark Pep. I'd be throwing punches at Pep Guardiola if I was the manager of United. They call me Mystic Mac because I break these things. Who the fuck is that guy? I would shine Peppy's bald head. In a bit, Marco. Thank you, Jonathan Dennis. Hey, guys, before you go, smash that like button. Hit the thumbs up on the video. If you're enjoying these daily transfer updates for Manchester United, let me know by hitting that like button. Also, come back once this video is finished and keep the debate going afterwards in the not live comment. Doing a shorter video tonight because of the England game and the fact that I got up late, so sorry it's a bit shorter. But do hit that like, do show your support, do give it a share. Do subscribe if you're new as well, and hit that bell icon to be notified when we post and go live. Like your name was Quasimodo. Esmeralda, the bells! And we'll be back giving you all the latest United news. We'll be back tomorrow with an update on the latest and greatest what's going on. So keep a lookout, keep your eyes peeled, and I'll see you then, guys. You can follow us on social media. FlyingPigUnited.com is the website. Mr. Flying Pig HD Twitter. The Facebook's Flying Pig United. The Instagram's Flying Pig United. Go and check us out, peeps. For now, thank you for watching. I'll see you shortly. Numero uno, Marco, Jonathan Denton. Well, hello there, Neil, Ord, Reese, Nigel Hartley, Rush Marno, Eddie O2 Butters, RVJ8070 OHB, and everybody else. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll catch you on the next one. Take it easy, and I'll see you in about 10 minutes time or so for the England versus Austria friendly piece. So don't go anywhere. Come back in a little bit and hang out. We'll watch that game to see how gash Gareth Southgate's England are looking going into this tournament. Come on, England! See you later, Alex Roche, Jay Gill, Rushmano, Butters, and all the Bacon Brigade. Much love. See you in a bit. And come on, United and England. Oh shit, I'm still on, aren't I? Hey guys, thank you. This is the member rundown. To say thank you to all the channel members who support this channel by being members. You can see them in the live chat with the badges next to their name, and they're all on this this list here. Thank you so much to just all the people on this list who support this channel by being a channel member. Like, you know, it's a pretty awesome way of supporting this channel that you guys do. So thank you very, very much is what I'm saying. Everybody else who's not a member as well, you're scum to me. No, I'm joking. Everyone who's not a member, you're also legends and part of this brigade. So thank you very, very much for everybody for watching this video. The best way you can support the channel, in fact, is just merely by being here and watching and smashing the like and sharing them around and all that sort of stuff. But certainly this is just for the channel members to say thank you very, very much to each and every one of these guys on this list who support this channel, help us do what we do on here by bringing you the daily content, etc. So much love to these guys. Have yourselves a great one. If you're not able to watch the England game with us, then have yourselves a good night. But if not, we'll be doing the England game in about 10 minutes. Come back and watch the game with us. And also, we'll be doing FIFA later on tonight. So see you then. Peace, guys.